free because you recorded.
We're broadcasting.
Oh, so I'm sorry.
I wanted to get Eric Mancow Muller, syndicated radio host, Fox host, a hit show on History Channel with his brother, Mark Muller, God, Guns, and Automobiles, has other big TV shows in development. You know, we had him on yesterday. I noticed on Infowars.com and on the YouTube video that went up this morning, a minority of commenters were like, this guy didn't get offered $9.5 million for a 3-year contract for another radio show. That's not even that much for a 3-year contract, folks, for those that don't know. And, you know, they're the media. Obama's not trying to buy people off. You know, but he didn't get an offer to go not bash the political system. Folks, I've gotten those offers. It's all over the news they're buying off the media through corporate conduits. And Mancow has made that type of money, I happen to know, he didn't like to brag, in a year in the past when talk radio wasn't collapsing. You know, back in years like 1998, years like that during the tech boom. I know what went on in radio back then, folks. I know all about it because I've been in it for 18 years, and I work with a small network that doesn't censor me, so I'm paid basically nothing by the GCN radio network. I want to point this out here, give me some inside baseball. That's why I have my own advertisement, my own product. That's how I funded this whole media operation. Nobody else does it the way I do it. I invented this to be able to get the word out by trial and error, but that's a side issue. I want to point out that it took a lot for him to come on air and talk about that yesterday. And that he had a lot of courage. That's why we got him on, because he told me about it, and I said, you have the will to tell that on air, and he did tell that on air. And then you've got fools out there that don't know that Rush Limbaugh makes $45 million a year, that Glenn Beck profits and keeps over $100 million a year, that people like Michael Savage make incredible amounts of money. They just don't know. So instead of saying, wow, what a hero for saying no to all that money, people say, oh, Mancow's making that up. Well, I'll tell you what he's not making up, because this will all go on record right now. And I know he's telling the truth because I've had those exact same offers. Kerry Lennox, and that's why I got him back on the show. He's got to go, so it's a brief interview. Mancow.com. You can follow him on Twitter. We'll put that up on screen for TV viewers, and I'll give it out to radio listeners. I'm a fan of Harry Lennox just when I've seen him in movies and stuff. He's a very good actor. And it turns out he's basically the same age as Obama, and is really good, had been friends with Obama, and basically lived with Obama, is how he put it. Might as well have lived with him, was the words he said to Mancow. He came on Mancow's show, but he got a chance to talk to him off air. And
I just want to clarify what he was saying, and he flashed it up on the screen very briefly, that the government is buying off the media through corporate interests and channeling American-made news. Like it used to be illegal for the government to produce propaganda. I remember a couple of years ago I heard about it, that it's no longer illegal for the government to push propaganda on the people. So apparently corporations that are really driven by the Obama administration are paying thousands of dollars to the news media to control what they say. Now, he mentioned Michael Savage. I can't believe Michael Savage is controlled by anybody. I think, I'm sorry to say, that Rush might be, that he might limit what he says, because there are some things he just never talks about them that I wonder why he doesn't talk about them. And he's saying, Glenn Beck also, what he's saying is that he never took any money which would control what he says. And this commentator that's coming on now, his name is Mancow, he not only didn't take the money, but he went public saying that he's literally being bribed by corporations who are working for the Obama administration. That's how he introduced this man, Mancow, who's now going to tell us about this guy, Harry Latimer, who's going to tell you that he was the one that trained Obama to be who he is. In other words, what he's saying is that Obama was a nothing. This is the second source that I've heard saying that as early as 1998, Obama was telling people he was going to be president. I think the first source I heard it from was from that man Corsi, who's associated with WorldNet Daily in his book. And he's saying that he is a Shakespearean actor, this Latimer, Harry Latimer, a very sophisticated black gentleman. And he's saying that he was hired to make a black gentleman out of Obama. That's what he's much as saying. And that's what this is. So Alex Jones is telling you that that Mancow, who's the radio talk show host, interviewed this Harry Latimer, who's an actor.
Harry Lennox.
Or was it Lennox?
Yeah.
I can't make them. Is it Lennox? Harry Lennox.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Lennox is the actor. Mancow is the talk show host that's saying he refused the bribery for limiting what he puts on his show. And Mancow was the one that brought Harry Lennox up with this claim that he was hired to make a sophisticated black gentleman out of Obama. That's the claim. That's what we're listening to now.
And of course, he's now the hit actor on Blacklist, but he joins us to break down this inside intel on what he said behind the scenes about Obama. So, Mancow, thank you so much for coming on with us today, and repeat what you said on your radio show to me about Harry Lennox. We'll put Harry Lennox up on screen for folks that may not recognize the name. Go ahead.
Alex, look, I do want to say MSNBC and all of these people are dying. Your model is a brilliant model for the future. Someday I want to tell you the truth about Glenn Beck. I actually know the truth that nobody else knows. It is somewhat heartbreaking when you reveal these things, and of course you're dealing with morons that don't know, and they go, no. They want to believe the Matrix, and I understand it. They still want to believe the hope and change. They want to believe Obamacare. Look, I sold my condo, and a politician today said, in Chicago, I just couldn't handle the taxes, the hassle. It's such a hassle to live in Obama's town.
Yeah, they're doubling the property taxes, even though property value's down in Chicagoland.
Yeah, but somebody said to me today, a politician, Jack French, you can look up who he is. I think he's one of the good ones, but he said to me, he goes, Mancow, thank God you sold your condo, because now every house and condo that sells, 5% of every sale in America has to go to Obamacare. And I said, oh, that's a joke. He goes, no, it's true. Is that true, Alex?
No, that is in the bill. In fact, I actually have an article about it right here. I'm glad you mentioned that. Go ahead.
But can you believe that? And I want to say something else to the people. Look, I would put Alex on, and I don't give a hairy rat's ass anymore. The asses are masses. The masses are asses, and they voted for Obama twice. So, I don't care what people think of me. I just don't care. But Alex, I made fun of you. We laughed at you. We had a good laugh at your expense. I thought you were insane. Drones in American skies, never. Light posts that would listen to us, never. The white boxes that are all over in England that are listening and gathering data, ridiculous. Blimps in the sky. I really thought you were a jackass. And boy, brother, you were the canary in the coal mine. So there you go. It's funny how none of us, when you're right, nobody ever says it, do they? It's all knee-slapping hilarious when you're saying some of these things, but my God, man, I wish you were wrong. I really do.
Believe me, I wish that too, brother, every day.
And I do too. You know what, Alex? I really do. I wish I was wrong. I wish I didn't see it. Ignorance is bliss. I really wish I was hope and change, and isn't it great that Acorn's making millions to bamboozle people? I wish I was one of these fools. I often wonder, seriously, instead of toiling and worrying about my children, if I wouldn't just be better with my fat diabetic foot being cut off by Obamacare with my Obama phone and everything taken care of. After Harry Lennox came in, this is earth-shattering, earth-shaking. And I want to tell you, I get discouraged. I don't have to work. I sometimes want to walk away. I met a man named Jay Farrow, very cutting-edge comedian from SNL. Brilliant, beautiful human being. It renews me. You get cynical. You meet these jagoffs, these jerks. Harry Lennox comes in at a low point. I was ready to pull the plug. This guy is the star of the Blacklist, the #1 hottest news show on TV with James Bader. Many will remember he was the general in Superman. He's a top, maybe the top African-American Shakespearean actor. He's got a version of Henry V coming out. So he's leaving my studio and he sees a cutout we have of Obama. And he says, well, he's a rat bastard. And I said, what? He goes, oh, because I'm black, I have to like Obama. And we're laughing. I mean, the guy's a wonderful human being. He starts laughing. and we're kind of kidding a little. And he says, Mancow, do I remind you of him? And I said, I don't want to say it. He goes, oh, yeah, because all black people are the same. And he's laughing some more. He goes, Mancow, Barack Obama is me. He goes, you've seen me on TV. You've seen me in movies. He is me. And I said, what are you talking about? What are you saying? He goes, do I remind you of Obama?
Yes.
And I said, well, yeah, you do. He goes, he mimicked me. He followed me for years. And they wanted me to train him and teach him how to act. This is Harry Lennox's words. I've got some of my crew here. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And what was the word? Like an educated, outside educated African American.
Put your crew member as a witness on. This is national news. Put him on.
Okay.
Which crew member is it?
The guy's name's Nathan. He's one of my producers. Here you go. Oh, sir.
Nathan, this was during a break. Tell us what Lennox said.
Yeah, so exactly what Mancow said. He called me, Barack Obama. He said, that guy's a rap bastard. He goes, he named me for years. I trained him to be a Southside, educated African American black man from Chicago. Exactly what Mancow said. And he was taught to act like Barack Obama. Or Harry Lennox was taught Barack Obama.
And it's on record. I looked this up when Mancow told me this yesterday, that they are friends and knew each other for years. That's
right. He says he's known him since 1992. Spent many hours with him at his house, talking for hours. He said the only person that knows him better than him would be Michelle Obama.
Unbelievable. And he went on to say that he's a rat bastard and amazing. Tell folks, thanks for talking to us. Please put Mancow back on. Thank you. Mancow, this is at the end of the interview. He's leaving or during a break.
Alex, I hate you bringing this guy into it because, now he's going to get audited. You and I get attacked every year. I get audited illegally every year. They've never gotten one dime. And also, you have to understand something. Harry Lennox has to work in Hollywood. And I really love the guy, and I hope I don't get him in trouble by revealing this. But he did say, I know him, probably only Michelle knows him better than I do. And he said he's very stupid. He's been taught to act like this. And I said, here's the thing that I want to me, this is the bomb.
Bring up the CIA stuff. Yeah, bring that up.
Well, CIA, brother, I don't know CIA.
No. Tell me what you told me. But I mean, to get into the fact that you're saying he knew he would be president forever. I mean, repeat what you told me off air.
Well, you just stole my thunder.
But go ahead, say it.
No, look, I said, how long did he know he was going to be president? He said, well, he knew from 1998. And I said, from childhood, he goes, I don't know. I said, but definitely 98. He goes, and maybe earlier. Now, this is a man that hadn't done anything. And Alex, you and I talk about this. Do I have time, or are you going to come in?
Yes, you got time. Do it.
Okay. Folks, I understand people. You hate George W. Bush, but then the people that love Obama and he does all the same stuff. I don't care if people hate Obama or hate Bush or hate, as long as they're intellectually honest. This party first Nazi attitude, well, yeah, they're rounded up my neighbors that I love, but I'm part of the party. This party first attitude frightens me. I just want people, you can hate me, you can hate Alex, you can love Obama, you can hate the Bush, you can hate whatever. But I just want you to be honest with yourself. Have you known anyone, I think of my friend Rusty Humphreys, whose dad was killed in Vietnam. He's a couple of little, blurry pictures. Anyone in your family, anybody you've ever known that went to Vietnam, they had a couple, think of what the technology was. And yet John Kerry had film crews. John Kerry was a nobody. John Kerry has color footage of him fighting in Vietnam. The boy from Hope, Arkansas, from a divorced family, a nobody. Bill Clinton has pictures as a child of him hanging out with JFK. Dwight D. Eisenhower's granddaughter told me that these people know from birth. I think of the boys from Brazil, that old movie, but whatever. I just wonder, it really, Obama knew in 98 he was going to be president. Who are you, Alex? You claim to know. You've been right on so much. I don't have any clue.
100% Bill Clinton was a CIA project. He is the son of the former governor The Rockefeller governor, his mother was a lady of the night. They decided to have the baby. That's why he's broken down and cried on TV and said there were only two people that thought he could be president in 1962 when he met Kennedy, and that was his mama and David Rockefeller. Thank you, David Rockefeller. And he broke down and cried because the Rockefellers took care of him because he was an illegitimate child of the family. He was then put into a CIA program in high school. He then became one of the head CIA people about the late 60s under the CIA section-chief. We have the names with Hillary in England, and then he was sent to Russia as a deep cover spy. He's been CIA since high school at least. Same thing with Obama, his mother, his grandfather, his mother. That's all been partially declassified.
Yeah.
I know.
It is amazing that Bill Clinton was hanging out in Russia when he was. But anyway, look, Alex,
I have to stop this here because did you pick up what he said at the boys from Brazil? Do you know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
He's suggesting that these guys are clones. That's what he's suggesting.
What?
They're clones. They're clones. Clones. That's what he's suggesting. That all of these three, that they knew from a young age that they were, he was saying Kerry was nothing, you know. And technology was very poor in those days. Yet we have color films of Kerry fighting in Vietnam. The powers that they knew he was going to be Secretary of State, perhaps some high position, all the way back then. Obama, in his own book, he says he had a dream that he was going to be president as a little boy. He's saying Clinton was raised up, all CIA manufactured. So the question is, who has the power to actually put them in office? That's the question. But that was the suggestion, that they're cloned. Somehow they're prepared from a very young age. And he's saying, I don't know, maybe they're cloned, I don't know. He says, who picks these guys?
Vitale or all those things, but didn't they can say it, so.
What does that have to do with, what does this have to do with?
From birth, knowing these things
No, he's
and
saying,
promoted.
he's saying, I don't know how they get chosen or put in office. What I'm telling you is that these men were nobodies, and some powers somewhere raised them up and succeeded in putting them into high office. That's what he's saying.
oh no, look, I don't know who's picking these people, but it does seem scripted. It does seem like, I mean, look, everything that Bush did, and you can play all the audio, everything that Bush did, Obama's doing. So no matter how we vote, we get more of them. And I mean the government. I mean,
Look at Bush Sr., head of the CIA. Look at Bush Jr. Clearly was in the CIA earlier, and all of this is how they put in, just like foreign governments used to try to bring people into a country, get them to run for president or prime minister later to infiltrate. That's why we have rules against foreign-born being president here, like Schwarzenegger. It's the same thing, but this is a corporate, long-term strategic takeover plan.
Brother, look, like everything else you say, I hope it's not true. I'd like to think that any child can be born an American, and if he does it right, he can be president. I don't know.
Sure. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Lennox, rising actor, top actor on TV, movies, a great actor. Why do you think he started off air talking so much trash about Obama?
Well, you know what, Alex? The show is over. I don't know that. I didn't know the man. And I want to tell you, he's one of the finest human beings I've ever met in my life. I don't know that he wouldn't have talked about it on air. And I hope I'm not violating your confidence. But look, this guy walked out and said it in front of my whole staff.
Hey, I would have said this is off record. Exactly. He should have said that, so it's on record.
Well, and look, I have, my show's broadcast on TV in Chicago.
There are TV cameras in the studio, yeah.
We're at the Fox Studios in Chicago, right on Michigan Avenue. I mean, I had camera people, producers, 4 or 5 people would sit around and listen to him. I don't think I'm violating the confidence. I hope I don't hurt the man. I think the blacklist is great. I don't like, like you, I don't like any of this mainstream TV. I happen to like the blacklist a great deal. I don't want to hurt the man. But he did say it. He did. And if you watch the guy, it's funny. I mean, he is Obama. And he says Obama's a nothing. Alex, I spent time with Obama. I spent time with Obama before he was anybody. And there's nothing there. Look, I can explain to everybody who Obama is. If you give me 30
Do it.
Okay. I dated a girl that was severely abused by several stepdads. She was molested, she was abandoned, and she was whatever you wanted her to be. Okay?
That's his mother.
And what I mean by that is, it's a defense mechanism. I think Obama probably had a miserable childhood, and he's a nothing. There was no father. There was the mother that abandoned him. She was chasing after, there's so much that's been hidden about her, but it wouldn't have been too hard to sleep with her.
No. His mother was in porn.
So he was dumped off in Kansas.
Tell you what, final segment, stay there. We're going to come back in 6 more minutes. I want you to finish the story. I'm Alex Jones and Dan Cal. Stay with us. Alex Jones here with a very important announcement for truth seekers. We've carried a lot of amazing films and books over the years on the online for you. Don't forget, your purchase supports our the most professional and up-to-date film. We'll put that up on screen for TV viewers here in a moment. But he was getting into Harry Lennox, who's a big actor. We looked it up on record, been friends with Obama for 15 years or so, or longer. And he told Mancal, and I mean, Mancal, in your words, folks can follow you at Mancal Muller on Twitter, and he did this in front of your whole TV crew there at the Fox Studios in Chicago. You also have a TV show there. Folks that just tuned in. And of course, you also are a contributor to Fox National. He told you from all these people that he's horrible. I basically, lived with him. He shadowed me. I mean, this shows that they hired an actor to literally try to train him up, I guess, for the Senate seat at the state level and then the federal level. And he did just come out of nowhere. This is bombshell news, but I don't expect them to even pick this up because the establishment obviously doesn't want this info out. But recap anything else that Lennox said and finish your point.
Well, look, I don't know where to begin, Alex. He said that Obama shadowed him, that he couldn't shake him. It was kind of like a booger on your finger, is kind of the feeling I got. He couldn't shake him. And if there's nothing there, and that's the point I wanted to make about abused children, that in order to protect themselves, they want to make everybody happy. So as I sat talking to Obama, he was Christian with me, he was Muslim with the next person that came over and talked to him. And he's whatever you want him to be, but there's nothing there. And that's basically what Lennox was saying. There's nothing there. He's an empty vessel. He's whatever you want him to be. And perfect to be manipulated, a perfect puppet. I thought about when Brian Henson was in my studio and Herman was sitting there, and it was just a green glob, but it came to life once his hand was there, once the hand was manipulating. And that's kind of Obama. He's just kind of, there's nothing there, it's dead. Until his backers, his controllers, he used to say on the teleprompter, there's nothing there. I mean, he's very stupid. I talked with him, Alex, you know that. I spent time with him before he was anybody. I knew more about the church, that abomination of a church, before I knew about Obama. But Lennox is a brilliant actor, and if you watch him, that's what Obama's supposed to act like. The take charge leader.
And it's weird because when you watch Lennox, I thought he was copying Obama and Superman and TV shows and stuff. And I guess that's why Lennox is irritated, because he trained Obama, and now he sees him up there destroying the country, playing the part of Harry Lennox. This is huge. Mancal.
My computer just spontaneously restarted. I was going to say aborted. It'll be up again in a minute. So, anybody have any comments on this Obama thing so far? Now what? It's configuring updates. Questions or comments on Obama?
I'm just thinking, Pinocchio, whose puppet are you? Okay. Oh, puppets.
But back to what you said, Mary, you brought in the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama is supposedly a reincarnation. He in no way suggested, I have to correct you, he in no way suggested reincarnation. Cloning and reincarnation are two different things. Do you know what cloning is?
Yes. I was just thinking of the grooming to bring it to pass.
But it had nothing, I mean, I can't let the people be deceived. It had nothing whatsoever to do with what's being said here. So that's interesting because, somebody else, I heard it on the internet, they were saying that Obama was cloned, and at the time, I really didn't take it seriously to even think that it might possibly be true that he was cloned. I don't know whether he's cloned or not, but it's really suspicious that these three men that he named, Clinton, who was a nobody, became president, became governor, and then president. Obama, who no one even knows.
You know that. I spent time with him before he was anybody. I knew more about the church and abomination of the church before I knew about Obama. But Lennox is a brilliant actor, and if you watch him, that's what Obama is supposed to act like. The take charge leader.
And it's weird because when you watch Lennox, I thought he was copying, Obama and Superman and in TV shows and stuff. And I guess that's why Lennox is irritated, because he trained Obama, and now he sees him up there destroying the country, playing the part of Harry Lennox. This is huge. Mancal, thank you so much for the time and your courage.
Hey, Alex?
Yes, sir.
I want to say this. I really believe that Lennox is one of the finest people I've ever met. I think that he probably wasn't aware of how this would go with Obama. He did know back in '98 that Obama was telling him he was going to be president. I don't think Harry believed that, and I do think that Harry Lennox loves his country. So I really do believe that.
Yeah, I think for Harry's own safety, it's good this is out now. Contact Lennox. Hey, help us get him on, Mancal. We'll have him on with you. So I think we should flesh this out now. This is a big deal. Thank you very much, Mancal.
See ya.
All right, there goes Eric Mancal Muller, top show on History Channel. He's got 2 more TV shows coming out, and syndicated radio host. He's a pretty credible guy, telling you all that intel. Briefly, ladies and gentlemen, we're only running this for a couple more weeks because we're going to end up selling out of them. This happens. We do this every fall, but they're selling out so quick.
Okay. I do have that video explaining the TPP. Is there any questions or comments on Obama before we start this last video? You really need to know what's in it. It's dead.
Yeah, I got some.
Okay. What you got?
20% off all the pure gravity fed.
What have you got?
Is it okay to talk?
Yes.
I read something that he was being, I don't know whether it was that film about, that we got into about his past and how he was trained up in Chicago and all. But it was either on that film or somewhere I read that he was groomed from just a very young boy to be president.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting because I've been wondering for a while now, does our vote really make any difference? Are they completely controlling who the president is? And I've been thinking that the real possibility they are.
Yeah.
And that this voting is just staged.
It's looking that way. I always wondered about Obama's second election, that Romney was so sure he was going to win. What happened over there? What really happened over there? I don't know. But you need to keep on voting.
And then there's one other thing. I caught it on video. They were showing it. I found it online somewhere. I caught it on video where he was actually saying to the Russian president at the time, when I get in the second time, not just if, he was saying when. Mm-hmm. And they were already making plans, talking to each other about what they were going to be doing.
Yes, and similarly, I have seen a clip of George Bush being asked it was some public TV show, do you think you're going to be president? And he said, oh, I'm going to be president. Like there was not a doubt in his mind that he was going to be president. So, okay, brethren, I'm going to play this last video for you. You really need to know what this TPP is about. And no one can ever say I haven't educated you.
Okay, do you want to start a new file?
Yes, I think that's a good idea.